Hey guys! So today we're going to talk about my 2015 favorites for eye products. Mostly eyeshadow, let's just be honest. I mean, that's the majority of what your eye products are, right? Right. Okay. So let's just dive right into it. I'm going to start with primer because, you know, I can't do eyeshadow without some sort of primer because otherwise it creases within like 20 minutes. Yeah, that's awesome. So my favorite primer, it has been for a very long time, is the Urban Decay one, their eyeshadow primer potion, just the original one. It's always been one of my favorites. This is a little mini one. I also have a full-size one. But on a daily basis, like, I use that when I want, you know, that extra insurance. Not that this next one doesn't work, but it's just one of those, like, I don't know. I switch back and forth. So this one is the Fergie Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, just the regular plain old one, not the shimmery one. I really like this stuff. I know a lot of people don't. You have to like shake it up and kind of mix it around before you like start using it, because otherwise it does separate and then that's kind of gross. But this stuff works really well. It makes my eyeshadow stay in place all day. I use it all the time for school, and while the rest of my makeup may be melting off after 12 hours, my eyeshadow still looks perfect. So those are my favorite like eyeshadow primers. Next up, I'm going to do, let's see here, we'll do eyeliner. So my favorite gel is the Maybelline Eye Studio Black Gel Liner. It's really just my favorite. I think it's the best. I have the MAC one, and to me it's like light black. It's not like jet black. And I don't like it. Honestly, I hate it. It drives me bonkers. This one, on the other hand, is like Old Faithful, you know? It's like always there. It works. It's just, it's inexpensive and it works. My favorite liquid liner is the Jordana Cat Eyeliner. And I need to get a new one because I think I'm almost out. But this stuff stays like nobody's business. Like, it is a pain in the rear to get it off. Just gonna throw that out there. It's hard. Like, you kind of have to, like, get your eye makeup remover and, like, just press it there for a while to get this off. Which is amazing because it doesn't bleed, it doesn't run down, it doesn't flake off, and it's matte. Like, really? This is seriously, like, the best. The best. And it's, like, $3. Alright, moving on. My favorite mascara of 2015 is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This stuff is amazing. It's not even waterproof, and granted, it's a little hard to get off, but it never flakes. It never gives me raccoon eyes. It's so good. I even like layer this with other mascaras that I really like that have a tendency to like start smudging throughout the day. I just throw this on over it, and all of a sudden, it's like smudge proof. This stuff's awesome. It's the best mascara. I love it so much. I will be repurchasing this, and I have yet to find anything that I like more. And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. I've tried other mascaras and hated them, and this one is always just, it's so good. Gonna need a new tube soon. Moving on to single eyeshadows before we get into palettes, because y'all know I'm a palette junkie, and honestly, like, they're all my favorite, but I've kind of got it narrowed down, I promise. Alright, so single eyeshadows. Drugstore. I gotta give it to them for their L'Oreal Infallible, or whatever, yeah, Infallible? L'Oreal Infallible. My mom says I say that wrong. But these two are my favorites. So we have Eternal Sunshine, which is like this light gold color, and is a total dupe for Urban Decay's Half Baked. Just gonna throw that out there. Total dupe. It's awesome. And then this one, which I love using on my inner corners, is Iced Latte. And this one is a dupe for Steal a Kitten. Go figure, right? So, this is Iced Latte. It is bright, it is beautiful, it is my absolute favorite inner corner highlight. This is the Eternal Sunshine, and it is this beautiful light goldy color. Isn't that pretty? So yes, those are two of my absolute favorites. That line at the drugstore is amazing. It's gorgeous, it's pigmented, and I mean, they outdo some of the eyeshadows that I see at Sephora. Just These are just totally worth it. And if you can get them on sale, even more worth it. But those are my two favorites. These are go-tos. I use them all the time, so that's why I'm including them. The next, as you know, 2015 was the year of Colourpop for me. That was like my brand. And so I narrowed it down to 4 of their single eyeshadows that I probably use the most. It's hard. It's really hard because I love all their eyeshadows, and this whole thing is all Colourpop eyeshadows. But I love them. They are so good. They are so good. So, okay. We'll just start with, you know, I'm going to say these are like my favorite, my most used. So this one is I Heart This, and it is kind of just like a champagne-y type color. Look at it. It's so pretty. So pretty. Oh, and the sparkle that these have is just to die for. The next one that I use a lot. I use this on days where I didn't feel like wearing a whole lot of makeup, but I just kind of wanted to throw something on my eyes. This is my throw on the eye color. And this is Amaze. And it is kind of like a rose gold color, which I own pretty much every rose gold shade that Colourpop makes because, I don't know, they're so pretty and I love rose gold. Look at that. It's so pretty. So pretty. It's just a gorgeous shade, and it's like neutral enough for like most people to wear, and it's not, this one is not like intensely like sparkly or anything like that. It's just beautiful. Just look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, so this next one is a bit newer to me, but oh, I'm so obsessed with this color, and it is DGAF. And I know I talked about this in last month's favorites, but I mean, that's the whole thing. We're doing the whole year, and this has definitely been one of my absolute favorite colors. It's kind of this rosy brown with glitter, and I don't even know. It's got like green and gold and just all kinds of glitter in it. It's just beautiful, and I'm sure my camera does it absolutely no justice, but seriously, this color, get it. It's so pretty. Just gorgeous. And the last single eyeshadow in Colourpop that I have pulled out is Coconut. And do you see that? Do you see that? This is like the most beautiful, intense blue eyeshadow ever. It's so pretty. And I swear, if you put that over a black smoky eye, whew, it's just, man, it pops. It pops, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love this color. I think it's amazing. I think you need it in your life if you're not afraid of color, but look at that. Do you see how beautiful that is? Oh, my hand is so pretty. It's so pretty. So, getting into palettes. My favorite palettes! Eyeshadow palettes are probably my absolute most favorite makeup items ever. Ever. I love eyeshadow. I love it. So I'm going to start with one of my probably most used palettes of the year. And it may surprise some and it may not, I don't know. But it is the Natural Matte Too Faced palette. And it's so cute and it's so tiny. It's so tiny. But, like, look at this. Okay, I get it. I hear you. It's boring. It's matte. There's nothing sparkly. There's no shimmer. There's no nothing. The colors are, you know, brown. Like, let's just be honest. They're brown. This palette is boring. But the eyeshadow looks you can create with this palette, whether you use it by itself or you pair it with something super shimmery, using these as like your outer V or your crease or just like all over the lid color, like this palette is like my starting point for so many looks. This is like the starting point for like so many things. And I mean, if you're just a matte eyeshadow lover in general, this palette, I'm telling you, this was the best matte eyeshadow palette of 2015. I have the Tartelette one. I've got one from It Cosmetics, and those are good. but this is the best. It blends like a dream. It's gorgeous. I love it. This is the best matte eyeshadow palette there is. Period. I said it. Done. The next eyeshadow palette that came out in 2015 that I'm absolutely in love with and I think it is amazing is the Naked Smoky. I do have the original Naked palette. The Naked 2 is not quite my thing, and the Naked 3 is beautiful, but the reviews on it kind of make me a little bit iffy. This one, on the other hand, it's just gorgeous. And you can do everything from a dark smoky eye to just a nice light neutral thing. It's got these beautiful matte shades, it's got shimmers, it's got darks, it's got sparkles. This palette is amazing and gorgeous, and this is like my favorite Naked palette. This is my go-to Naked palette. And that's saying a lot considering the original Naked palette is pretty bomb. Like, let's just be honest, it's bomb. This is like bomb.com. It's like one step up, you know? But yes, this is an amazing palette. I think it's totally worth the money. I know it's expensive, but it's beautiful and I love it. The next one is probably one of my absolute most favorite palettes of life ever. Just awesome. And it is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. I am obsessed with the chocolate bar palettes. I have all three. I love them. I think they're all amazing. They are all different in their own way, and I love them, and I use them all the time. But the original chocolate bar is definitely the one that steals my heart because it is like the perfect neutral palette. It's just gorgeous. It smells so good, and when you're putting it on, it just puts you in a good mood. Just gonna throw that out there. It just, yeah. But these colors are gorgeous. They're pigmented. They're blendable. They're just amazing. Too Faced does eyeshadow right. They do it right. I love this palette so much. This is my absolute all-time favorite palette. Even though it's neutral and kind of boring, I love it. It's beautiful. I use this as a starting point for a lot of looks as well because I like to use those palettes and then throw some Colourpop on top because I need sparkle in my life. So the last two palettes I have to talk about technically came out last month. And I haven't had them that long, but they're amazing, and I had to talk about them because they're so good, and they did come out in 2015, and I have used them for over a month now, and I think they deserve at least an honorable mention. Honorable mention time, right here. The Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. It's adorable, it's pink, I love it, and look at the inside, it's little hearts. It has actually the same amount of product as the original chocolate bar, they're just in a different shape. And it's got these lovely pink colors that are so fun, and this gray, this Earl Grey, oh, that Earl Grey. This kind of taupey color, gorgeous. This coppery gold color, amazing. And satin sheets, oh. I know this has been in other palettes before, but this is my first experience with satin sheets, and I can't even describe that color. It's like a pinky gold. And it's not even like rose gold, it's like a pinky gold, and it's just gorgeous. These transition shades, yes, they are like very light, but they are buildable and they're gorgeous, and I love using all of them together. I cannot get enough of these chocolate bar palettes. This one is no exception. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, I love it. Go get you some. And the last one. Anybody who knew me growing up knew that I was totally obsessed with Gwen Stefani, and so this comes as no shock to anyone, really. This is like heavy duty, like luxury palette. It's gorgeous. I love it. And these colors are amazing. I've got a review that I'll link down below for it. It's amazing. I swatch everything in the video, so if you want to see that, go check out the video. This is just such a nice palette. And I know it looks boring and it's a lot of neutrals, but it's so workable. And if, you know, you start your look with this and finish with a Colourpop, you get your sparkle, you get your shine, your color, whatever it is that you're looking for, you can do that. Or you can do it in here because there's so many shimmers and mattes and these nice dark shades. I'm actually wearing this punk color in my outer V today and swept through my crease is kind of how I got this like dark, smoky, whatever I'm doing today. I love it. I love it. This is just... it's gorgeous. I cannot stop using it. Between these two, I'm having a hard time getting to any of my other palettes. It's bad. The obsession is real, people. It is real. Okay, so that is everything that I have to talk about for eyes, which is crazy because I managed to narrow it down to a pretty small pile. I mean, it might seem big to you, but it was a big, like, it was a small pile for me. One other honorable mention. I just gotta say, this palette, I mean, the color, the color, seriously. This was a 2015 palette. It was limited edition. If you got a hold of it, I really hope you got a hold of it because it is just so good. It is so beautiful. It is so pigmented. It is so fun because it's bright colors, and yeah, that's definitely an honorable mention because that is an awesome palette and I love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Okay, coffee time. Battery, are you really flashing at me? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's gorgeous. I love it. I'm gonna stop. But yes, this was the best matte eyeshadow palette of This was the best eyeshadow palette, oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. You know what I mean.